Am I the a-hole for telling my dad's mistress and now wife that she's disgusting and repulsive to try and use a kid to her advantage during her affair? My dad had an affair with my mom's supposed best friend Cheryl. 3 years ago, Cheryl pulled me 15 male aside and told me about the affair, and that she wanted my help to make my siblings still love her when they found out. She was someone we were all close with. I'm the baby of the family and the favorite of everyone, which I don't see as true, but it's a bit of a joke, and I am the baby, so I do get people looking out for me more. This is something Cheryl tried to use to her advantage. She put me in the worst position by telling me about the affair because she hoped my siblings would love me too much to hate her if I told them not to. I was so angry at her and at Dad. I didn't want to be the one to tell Mom. I didn't want to see her break down, but I knew I needed to. Mom was furious, more at Cheryl for involving me than the affair at first. My dad defended Cheryl and said she had known me my whole life and should be allowed to confide in me. It turned into a really big fight. My siblings hated them more for trying to involve me too. During the divorce, we all said we wanted to stay with Mom. The judge ruled I had to go to my dad's until I was 14. So for 2 years, I had to go to Dad's house every other week. I made it my mission to make life harder for them that whole time. I refused to go along with the happy family thing they tried to pull, which only got way worse when Cheryl was pregnant and they wanted to do a pregnancy reveal with me in it, and I said no. After the baby was born, they thought I would soften and would want to know their baby. I didn't. The last time I was at their house, Cheryl was pregnant again. I turned 14 and stopped going. I refused to answer texts from them either. Can't block my dad until I turn 18. My siblings have them both blocked and they refuse to engage with them. Cheryl and my dad's families are living closer to them now and both ask about us and why we're not around. Dad's family have tried to reach out and get me to reconcile, but I told them it would not happen, and I hate my dad. Cheryl confronted me while I was at the mall the other day. She followed me into different stores and said I have 2 younger siblings I should know and that I loved her before, so I should stop punishing her and Dad and start being more respectful. I had enough when I realized she wasn't going to walk away, and I told her she's disgusting and repulsive for trying to use me to her advantage, a 12-year-old kid, when she was having an affair with Dad. I told her I would never show her any respect, and she and Dad could explain to their kids why they'll never be part of mine or my siblings' lives, but I'm not going to let them guilt me into anything. She has used Dad's phone a bunch since then, and I got over 100 texts already. Mom told them to stop, and bullying a child after all they did makes them look even worse. The response back was I'm a disrespectful child who should be taught better. Am I the a-hole?